And just like that, they have arrived. So we've got the original, which I packed in here just to keep it safe. Treating this like my little baby. And we'll pull it out now. And now that I think once I get all this together and test it, I could consider ordering up another one of these. But there's that. Let me get rid of that. Now, this was not actually the right order of things. The actual finished product will not have the green board in here. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry, it will. I'm already forgetting my versions. Yes, the green board is the newer board. I went from green to blue back to green just because. So that's got that. Let me put that there. We'll see, this is the heavier one. This is the lighter one. I think I'm going to open the lighter one. Get out a knife. If this works, this is going to be so cool for me. Other people, maybe it's old hat, but for me, first time I've tried to do something with a 3D print. And not the first time I've tried to do something with multiple PC boards or kind of building a structure with them. Yep, there we go. That's one of them. And where's our easy open? There we go. Always has the label on it. Alright, these are the back planes. And that is just silica gel. Which, I mean, I guess, yeah, they always put the silica gel in there just to protect them from okay. Oh, nuts. They figured out what I was doing. When I had these made, when I designed them so this was theoretically the front, and then the back would have the printing on it so that if they put their little number on it, then that number wouldn't show up. But they kind of figured out which side was the front. Alright, not the end of the world. I could always just turn it the other way, but this should in theory fit. Oh, let's turn it around the right way. In these slots. It's a little bit more fiddly than I thought it would be. Plus just the fact that I'm afraid I'm going to break the 3D print being the only one that I have. Okay, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see. There's some tabs here that are supposed to line up. And if I've done this right, it should snap in there. Maybe I haven't done it right. Maybe I made them too big. Oh, that one seems like it wants to go in. That one, yep, they're going in. Alright. I'm going to be safe about this. But you can kind of see where I'm going. So I wanted to try to assemble this to make sure my measurements were correct. They're a little on the tight side. But that should then... Okay, the tolerances are not as tight as I thought they were. But that should hold that in. Now this last piece, let me put that aside. It's probably going to fall apart. Yep, fall apart as soon as I did that. Let's get this last one opened. Seems like a tougher plastic than the gray one. Alright. And, yep. This is different. That's what I was kind of suspecting. Two different colored things. Two different colored packaging with still the blue boxes, but I think that means different factories now. So I sent off 2 orders like within 5 minutes of each other, and they went to different factories. All right, now here is the top piece. There we go. And this, that should match up with the top of the back plane. So let's put some of these aside. Yeah. Now okay. I might as well just show you this. So this is what I came up with for the top. And then I just figured, okay, well, I'll put nothing on the other side. Yep. They put their little number on the printed side. I tried to fool them again, and they're catching on. So I'm going to have to start paying for removing this number. But for a prototype, it's not a problem. So what I was trying to do here was I was trying to make this so that the back plane lines up like this. There we go. And we'll grab this piece. And, oop, I keep getting myself mixed up. This piece, that should line up like this. Yep. Now, all of that should fit in here. So let me try and assemble that. This may get a little fiddly, so I might just disappear for a minute and come right back. Alright, well, I'm not 100% convinced. I can see little gaps, and I think I may have gotten some of my tolerances off just a hair, but overall, it's working. The switches will pop up through here, and the sync switch will pop up here, and that's supposed to kind of hold it together. But the more I think about it, the more I think I need to have something to tie it side to side. Top to bottom is fine. The back plane is captive. That's good. But ultimately what I want is for the whole thing to hold together nicely. Then I can just, I don't have to worry about holding it together when I pick it up. And that's what I'm doing right now, is worrying about holding it together. Also, it's not as flush on the top as I'd like, but maybe once everything is pulled together, I'm going to be using the nuts that go on top of the switches to kind of pull this together top to bottom. But I need to do something side to side to hold this together, because it's almost there. I need to figure out what I can do side to side, or if I just need to make it, I don't think I can make it all 4 sides and use this for the back plane, especially since I won't have any writing. Oh, and it occurred to me while I was assembling it on the writing that ultimately I can just put the printing on both sides, so whichever side they decide to put their little code on, then it's not going to matter. I just flip it over so I don't have to look at the code. And also, I mean, for anything else that I build with this, I've got the blank side here, which doesn't have the writing on it, so I can use these the other way around. So it'll just be a red top for any other device I build. May have extra holes if I don't use the switches, but lots of options to think about. But I've got everything I need to start building a prototype. All I really need beyond that is to consider how to do this 3D print just a little bit differently. See if I can figure out a way to get them to stick together. Something that I can sandwich in, or like a pin going through. I don't necessarily know if I want to do threaded holes for screws. I'm trying to figure out how to do it without threaded holes for screws, because those, every time I take it apart, they're just going to strip out. So, but there we are. Welcome to the Redtronome. And we'll start building this before too long. I've got a few things I need to wrap up, but like I said, I'm a happy camper. Thanks for watching.